Well, let's move on from the Bulls and let's talk a little bit about the Nuggets, a team that I thought had a good chance to make the championship this year. Once they would get Jamal back, but now wheels are falling off a little bit off the cart even further with Michael Porter Jr. now being out for the season with his third back surgery before even turning 23 years old. Now, that's obviously a problem. They've got Jamal Murray coming back from his torn ACL. And Nikola Jokic just came back from an injury that wasn't nearly as serious as those other ones, thank God. But still, things are tight right now, and they need Jokic just to, be the best player in the world every night for them to win games.
Yeah. I mean, yeah, those injuries are hurt enough. Michael Porter out for the season. Didn't play well before. He was really struggling at the first half of the season. You could say that it could have been the back that was attributing to why he was playing bad. Murray's still out indefinitely from the ACL injury. They still have no timeline for him. It's it's tough. It's tough to look at that roster. I mean, it is really nice. Like Jokic's playing like the reigning MVPs, coming out showing exactly why he was MVP. The people that blamed him for it and said that he was the worst MVP in years, obviously not. Like, look what he's doing. Like, he's awesome. 26 points per game, 13.7 rebounds is actually the crazy part for me. Like that, the guy that he is, the non-athletic, that's awesome. 6.4 rebounds, 60, 41, 75. 60, 41, 75 shooting splits, 60 from the field with this man's crazy volume. Like, that's insane. Like,
Yeah,
that's
he's
why they're still winning
yeah,
games.
all-time great type of shit. I mean, unbelievable.
Yeah. But I mean, it is worth to say the Nuggets. I mean, it's not just him winning games. Like, Aaron Gordon is playing the best defense he's ever played in his career, and he's one of the best defenders in the league, I'd say, right now, or team defense more. I mean, he's still really nice on ball defense. He's doing great. He's really benefiting from Jokic's with the offense that Jokic creates. He's always had troubles with efficiency, shooting or scoring wise, and now he's has great shooting splits. He's being a really efficient player. Monte Morris has done it probably like, even though he's a starting point guard, I'd say he's one of the best backup point guards in the league right now. Like, he's able to hold up this offense and do everything he can as the player, as not a Jamal Murray type player, to keep them in the
Yeah.
games, keep the offense rolling, and he's been great.
No, I
Monte
love
Morris.
Monte. I mean, he's been a guy for over the last couple of years has proven that he can be a good spark plug and he can get buckets in a hurry. And he's a good facilitator, knows how to run the offense and pick and roll with Jokic. He does that very well too. Obviously, he's not as good as Murray, but for the offense to look similar at least in terms of motion and doesn't really look like it's lost a step with him in there. So
Yeah, no, and Will Barnes stepped up too. Just to
yeah, Will Barton, I was going to say I
second
love him.
scoring. Yeah, he's doing. I mean, he's scored like this before. It's just now he has more volume because they're,
Yeah,
uh,
he was hurt last year,
yeah,
so
second and third options are gone. So yeah, he's coming out. He's doing what he can. I mean, if this team was fully healthy, I'd say they're a contender. Like, you had them as the
yeah,
first seed when we were doing our predictions.
yeah.
Uh,
And
but
that was banking on me, hoping they would have a healthy season out of MPJ and that they would get Jamal Murray back and that he'd be just fine and dandy. Which we'll see how that goes, but obviously not off to a great start with everything else.
yeah, my only concern is that, so like, even if he comes back, and I was looking at the team if they're fully healthy, I don't know if Jamal Murray is the point guard to get you to a championship. I still think they're still contenders, but I think they're not going to win until they get a little better of a point guard than Jamal Murray, because he's also still not an elite playmaker. I mean, he is an elite scorer sometimes. Sometimes he looks great. Sometimes you're like, all right, what happened, man? But I think I think they could indulge in some trades. I mean, Kyrie Simmons is out there when he comes back healthy. Kyrie, I only say because I don't know. Kyrie, maybe, I mean, Denver doesn't have the vaccine mandate, and Kyrie's still a great player. It's just he just has to show up, and I think he would fit well in the system. Simmons, I think, could work really well because of playing next to Jokic, having a center that can shoot like that. Aaron Gordon can shoot. Everyone can shoot around him. I think he would be more compliment than he is to Ben Simmons, Joel Embiid. I think Simmons would be an awesome point guard to fit in here. And I think the 76ers would love to have Jamal Murray. I think that would be, honestly, that's probably the best, more likely trade I've heard come from Ben Simmons stuff. But you could also have
Yeah.
buyouts like John Wall. I always mention Eric Gordon. He would really fit well on any team. I think John Wall would help certainly with this team. Kevin
Mhm.
Love, whatever, just a veteran throw in there. He can shoot, I guess. I don't. Those are the buyouts, but I don't know. Overall, this team's getting really nice contribution, even from like Jeff Green, Bones Highland,
Yeah.
Campazzo.
Yeah, they love Bones over there, and Campazzo's obviously a fan favorite. You know, dude just plays hard. He loves to get right in there with the guys way bigger than him. Tries to score layups on top of them, anyways. So love it.
Yeah, this is a really fun team. They're still a really fun team to watch. I mean, they just lost to my Magic, but yes, it's whatever. we got a
Yeah,
nice young
but
core
they're
going.
they're a good team overall. They'll make the playoffs, like
Yeah,
even if it's just Jokic out of their main guys that's healthy. So
yeah. Still, what a position for Denver to be in. Be like everyone's like, yeah, they'll make the playoffs, even though two of their best players, their second and third scoring
yeah,
option, are out. They're
Bills.
and
Yeah,
everyone's like, yeah, they'll make the playoffs. Like no
still
doubt.
such a bummer that they just paid MPJ that like this off season, and
Mhm.
like we knew like about the back issues before, and like they knew about that, and it was like giving him this big contract was a big risk, and it's like, did he know like he's gonna have to get this surgery?
Yeah, yeah. I mean, like he didn't. He was struggling. Yeah, it's very possible that he was just like, oh, maybe I should. Like, I don't know. Well, I don't. It. I don't want to assume it, but yeah, it's
I
poor
mean, like you
timing.
can't blame him. Like he's got to get his money. Like good for him for locking it up, getting the bag. But yeah, it's just unfortunate for the Nuggets to be paying that and not getting any production out of it.
Yeah, yeah. I was just poor timing, I guess. But
Yeah.
nice position. I'm really excited to see where they'll go. I think next season is their season. Hopefully, everyone will be back. They'll be competing. I don't think. Yeah, they don't really have any free. I think Will Barton's a free agent.
No, they extended him
Oh, they
last year.
extended. So they're going to mostly have the same team next year. Everyone's on contract. So aside
Yeah.
from like little pieces here and like Jeff Green probably won't be
Yeah.
on the
No, they
team.
have their core locked in. So, as long as guys can get healthy at some point, like it's gonna be a good squad.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, for sure.
But yeah, man, let's wrap it up here. Strictly Ball Business episode 22 talked about a few different things going on in the NBA. We're a little over 20 games now into the season, so you could say about a little over a quarter of the way through the season. So this, we know some realities of some things. We know there's still some mysteries out there. So we're excited to discover what's going on next, and best believe we'll be here to talk about it. Anything else you wanna mention here on the show, Dalton, besides telling the good folk to subscribe to us below?
No, that's it. like
All
and
right.
subscribe, man.
Like and subscribe, baby. All right. Well, we'll talk to you guys later.